All right, guys, so it is my lunchtime, and I decided just to keep myself accountable, hold myself accountable, to put myself on camera doing some cold calls. I made a goal for myself to do some cold calls every day. So today I am going to call a few pre-foreclosures. Now, I do have a small list of this. Our county puts this information out every business day, I believe it is. So I'm gonna go down the list, call, don't know who I'm gonna get, don't know who I may not get, but we're just gonna go ahead and call and see. I don't want to share my screen and share all these people's private information, but I'm just going down the list, checking real quick to see if particular houses fit my criteria. And I'll just kind of talk about cold calling and just having that anxiety around cold calling in general. If you are anything like me, cold calling does give me anxiety. Now, my background with cold calling, interestingly enough, I hope I said that word right, interestingly enough, I was a cold caller in high school. I think it was either my senior or junior year of high school, and I worked for a company doing cold calls, so I got really comfortable with doing it, and then I was able to take those skills and transfer it to doing some cold calls myself. That came much later in life when I went back to cold calling. So I don't know, between that time when I was getting paid a pretty decent amount in high school to cold call up until the time I started doing more cold calls myself, it became really uncomfortable for me, so I did have to get used to it, just push myself to make the calls and just hit that dial button, and that's what I'm doing again. Now, I'm really out of practice. I had a team of virtual assistants that were doing some cold calling for me, and they were really good at it, but I've had to scale back considerably. So the point that I hope to get to is to close some deals, come out with some new cold calling skills that I can retrain my team on, and then get them back in place. But until then, got to do what I got to do. So just to let you guys know, I am using smartphone for my dialer today. I'm not doing a high volume for dialing, so smartphone should do the job. But when I do high volume calling with the team, then I use batch dialer, and I have all that information in the description. Along with that, I'm using batch leads to check out the information on the house and see if I've already skip traced it. I've got a lot of leads in my system. Some, they're already skip traced. When I don't have them skip traced, I have another free site that I use to find the numbers. All right, so we got one here. Let's try to dial this one.
The person you are calling is protected by Numio. To connect your call, press 1-7.
All right, so that person didn't answer, so I'm just going to send a text message. All right, guys, so I just pulled up another cold call here, but when I checked this one on batch, it is already skip traced, and I've got some notes here that this person is a known litigator on the national do not call list litigator. So what litigators are, they are people that try to sue cold callers. Some of the litigators, they run this, I don't want to call it a scam, I don't know what it is, but they make a whole business around, just a career around when people cold call, then they try to put a suit against them. All right, we got another one from the call here.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
All right, so that one has a voicemail. It's not set up. Send them a text.
Please leave your message for Karina. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
Hey, this is Michael. I'm not sure if I have the right number, but I was calling about a property on McKenzie Street. I'm a property rehabber in the area, just checking to see if it's one that you may be looking for a cash offer on. Feel free to give me a call back. Thanks. Oh man, I am getting tired. So I haven't gotten anybody on the phone just yet. What I need to start really doing is time blocking and just set aside maybe an hour a day, which I've been at it now for going on an hour, but maybe just set a time aside, time block where I can just cold call. But I also need a more efficient system. Even though I'm not doing high volume cold calls, and I'm just reaching out to specific individuals on houses that I've identified, I still need a quicker way to do this. So I will be changing up some stuff on the next one. Now, as far as calling pre-foreclosures, I did talk to my closer at my favorite title company today, and she did tell me that, you can save a house that's in pre-foreclosure, but it does depend on the specific bank. I guess they all have their different rules on when you can save the house or when it's too late and, it's going to go to auction. So.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey, this is Michael. I'm not sure if I have the right number or not, but I was calling about a house at Fort. To be honest, I was calling because it looks like it may be up for auction. Sometimes I just try to reach out to homeowners before the house goes to auction to see if I can buy direct. If that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to give me a call back. 901. All right, so I'm getting close to the end of the list. I haven't been able to reach anybody yet, and I haven't had any callbacks. And man, my eyes feel like they're getting super red just sitting here staring at the screen, but let's keep going. Just going through this and switching back from screen to screen. I feel like I need one of those big computers with the double screen. Y'all, as far back as I can remember, I've always needed to take a break when I'm in like open air spaces or when I'm staring at a screen just to put eye drops in.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If we feel you have reached operating an error, then press the number and try your call again.
So I do have one other phone number here. Let's test it out. I'm not sure what happened with that one. As soon as it rang, it disconnected. So I sent a text message anyway. Wasn't even able to do a voicemail on that one, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Sleep more deeply. The Purple mattress keeps you cool, release pressure.
The thing about cold calling, guys, is it's one of those things where you just have to jump in and get comfortable. Unless you're just like one of those people that likes to do that kind of sales and make calls and you don't mind being uncomfortable. But for me, it's something that absolutely makes me uncomfortable. But growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens once you get outside of that comfort zone. So just these past few weeks, I've been doing everything I can to get really uncomfortable. Whether it's getting back on the phones, doing cold calls myself, driving for dollars, doing cold calls, getting out, talking to neighbors of homeowners, of vacant houses and all that, and even joining Toastmasters. I don't know if you guys know about Toastmasters, but I will do a separate video just on Toastmasters and how it has helped me just with my public speaking, my speaking in general, and getting really uncomfortable talking to people. It's a really, really, really uncomfortable experience if you're not the type of person like me who doesn't thrive in social settings. It's a really good experience. But let me get back to these last few calls and see if I can make anything happen before I have to end it here. Hey guys, drop a comment if you are currently cold calling and let me know what your results have been like so far. When I was doing a lot of mass cold calling, I was guaranteed around 2 to 3 leads a day between a couple of callers. They were producing really good. It's just that a lot of the leads that were coming in, I just couldn't make the numbers work. But what I'm focusing more on now is more exit strategies so that I can make the ones like, the high asking prices. Maybe I can make those work with a subject to or owner financing. But my approach moving forward is even more solutions based to where I can handle just a much wider variety of issues. Even if that's like, super complicated title issues, court issues, whatever it may be. I'm just really trying to expand my repertoire, I guess is a good word right now, just to be able to take care of more houses. All right, guys, that was it for the list. I've been here for an hour and really didn't even touch my food, so I'm gonna have to go and warm it back up, finish off my lunch, and get back to work. As you can see, I wasn't able to reach anybody, and let me go to my text messages to see if I have any text messages. So I don't have any return text messages. Yeah, no text messages, no return calls so far. So guys, let me know, even though I wasn't able to contact anybody today, maybe I'll get somebody tomorrow or the next day. Let me know if you want me to keep putting out these cold call videos. I will be recording myself anyway, just so I can go back, practice, listen to my calls, see where I can get better, see where I did complete garbage, and just improve everything. And then just kind of in between the calls, I will just talk about whatever's going on in my life. I don't know, whatever you guys want to hear about. Drop a comment in the comment section. Check out my links in the description. Ending the calls here today, guys. I gotta eat because I'm hungry. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.